Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ollie and this is ShockBox, the place where we like to check out really awesome products and have some fun. So today I'm checking out the new iPhone 10. I know your subscription box has probably already had about 50 or so unboxings of this bad boy, but I'm very excited. It's going to be my first impressions, like how I'm enjoying it, what I think, and whether or not I think it's worth the upgrade, or you should stick with your current iPhone or Android phone and save a couple of bucks, because this is $1,000. This is a lot of money for a phone. So we're going to be opening it up and go from there. By the way, actually, before we get started on this bad boy, I should probably point out to you, if you're a regular viewer here of ShockBox, you may or may not be wondering what is going on with this setup. There's no desk. We're like sat here. It's a little bit weird. The reason for that is our studio for ShockBox is actually currently being built. So I'm, for the meantime, having to build stuff or like make videos in this kind of setup. So I hope it's not too bad. We'll have some B-roll and stuff like that. So hopefully it'll be okay. But hopefully guys still enjoy. All right. So here's the moment of truth. Oh, look at that. Beautiful unboxing. Oh. So really cool. Before we open the box, really attention to detail. It's like silver along the sides. This is the silver version, so it's the white glossy back. This is the 64GB version as well, and I'm very excited. So first of all, we just got some paperwork and stuff. Nothing too interesting yet. Let's actually add a little cheeky look. So here we've got the kickstart guide. We've got the hello, which is specific to the iPhone 10, because obviously you use it a little bit differently how you use the other phones. You get some stickers as well. I don't know how many of these stickers I've got. Then we've got our SIM tool, which we'll be using very shortly, as well as some regulatory information. Here's the phone. Currently at the moment, it's all black. But let's just compare it here to my current phone, the iPhone 8, and you can see it's kind of smaller than the iPhone 8 Plus, sorry. So this is going to be an interesting endeavor. So let's get it out of the box. All right. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, so we're going to look at the phone in just a moment, but in the box, we've got the power cable. This is the UK power supply. We've got some headphones, which are, you know, and the adapter. No headphone jack this time, which is a bit of a shame, but that's pretty cool. And then we've got the lightning connector. No USB-C just yet, but I'm sure that's right around the corner. Okay, so here's a closer look at the phone. You can see my lighting and stuff, and actually almost my camera. But here is what the phone looks like. This is the 8 Plus, so there's a size comparison. Very cool. And yeah, the camera bump's bigger, as you can see, compared to the 8 Plus. So it's definitely apparent when you've got a 10. And let's get off that sweet plastic. Ooh. Oh, really nice. Okay, so first impressions here. Fits really nicely in the hand. I've always been a fan of the 8 rather than the Plus, because this feels like a little bit too big for my hand. But having said that, this is a really nice size, and actual screen real estate, you get almost identical amount of screen real estate, but it just feels that little bit more nicer in the hand for me. For my hands, this is a perfect size. Okay, so before we turn the phone on, you can see the kind of difference here with the shine on the metal. This is a very reflective, almost stainless steel look, whereas this was kind of a matte finish metal. I think I prefer this, but having said that, I think this will get scratches a lot more quickly. Okay, so I've taken out the SIM. Let's boot it up. Oh, the little logo. Little logo's there. Okay, so it's currently saying hello, and you can kind of see, hang on, let's just do that. The screen real estate there, the difference between the two, almost the same amount of screen for a smaller phone, which I think is pretty good as well. The other thing to note as well, this is an OLED display, whereas this is not an OLED display. What this means is you can actually turn off the black pixels rather than have a backlight. So when you've got a black screen, this is going to be lit up a little bit more, but this is going to look like it's turned off. Okay, so currently it's saying hello, so I'm going to flip from the bottom, and I've got to say, first impressions is the screen, like there's no, like not having the chin top and bottom is a really weird thing. So as you can see, this is the new quick setup thing. So continue, So I'm just going to basically set up my iPhone with my old iPhone. So at the moment it's asking, it's got a pic, I don't know if you can see that in the light. It's got a picture of this very shiny blue thing. And I've got a camera here, which I need to line up. So let's just do that. There we go. I think that worked. I've got to say, I've seen a lot of videos online, but actually staring at the phone like that is really weird when you're so used to, as someone who's always used an iPhone. That chin, top and bottom, has been the same for so long. It's honestly quite weird to see it without one. It's honestly quite weird. Okay, so next up we've got to set up Face ID, which is pretty cool. Basically how this works, you may have seen this already, is the camera in the top notch there. You've basically got to let it scan your face, so you've got to look up, it's got to see under your chin, on your forehead and things like that. So we're going to be setting this up. So as you can see, it's got a little camera there, so I'm looking it up. And I'm basically doing that. That's one. Okay, so that's all it took to set up my phone. Okay, so while we're updating our phone here, there's some updates and things working on. I thought we'd talk a little bit about how I feel about the phone first impressions. So first impressions here is this feels a little bit heavier than the 8 Plus, which is weird because it's smaller. So this feels a lot more dense. It feels a little bit more premium as well. I mean, this feels premium by every stretch of the imagination, but this, because it's smaller and heavier, you definitely notice it. I really like the styling. I really am a big fan of the white gloss background. Obviously it's got wireless charging as well. So far, first impressions, this is really good. But so far, I'm a really big fan of the use of the screen. The notch, personally, doesn't really bother me so far because, and I think if this wasn't the case, it probably would, they use this space quite well in terms of putting your battery, your connections, your wireless, and the time up in the corners. So for me, that space is being used pretty nicely, and the notch doesn't actually bother me that much. Okay, so one really cool thing that I'm probably going to struggle to actually illustrate to you guys because of the way video comes across the internet and how cameras record it and stuff, is I've just noticed while this is loading how like amazing OLED is. I know OLED's been in other phones, but I've never had it on an iPhone, and the black pixels are black. Like 100% black. Not like on this screen, which is going to probably look identical to you. But to me, that is slightly illuminated behind the black, whereas that is, it just looks like the screen is off. So it's kind of, I know it's really hard to show, but you can kind of tell the screen's still on. Whereas this, if I couldn't see that white little bit there, or the logo, I would genuinely think this phone was turned off, which is really impressive how incredible OLED is changing phones today. Okay, so here we are. The phone is finished setting up, and I gotta say, I really like this phone. I think it looks good. Alright guys, so we're here. I've loaded up the phone, and the thing I'm most excited about, and I think what you're most excited about, is animojis. So let's do this. Right, so I'm gonna be recording the screen here so you guys can see what I'm actually doing, which is pretty cool. Let's go for the dog here. Hello. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm a little doggy. Alright, okay, that's cool. Let's go for the cat maybe. Hey, how you doing? Alright. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Let's try the robot. Okay, hello, I am a robot. Go for the alien. I think the alien's actually pretty cool. I've seen it quite a bit. That's actually kind of nice. Then we've got the fox. What does the fox say? Well, it's pretty complicated, but it works pretty well. I'm officially a poop. And then we got the pig here, which is actually kind of cool. I quite like the pig actually. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. And then we got the panda. Hey guys, I'm a panda. I like panda stuff. I don't really like colour. Everything in my life is black and white. We got the rabbit, which I've not actually seen too much of, which is actually kind of like. It's like his little mouth moving, and that's quite cool. Then we got the chicken. It's actually quite interesting to see how a chicken talks, and yeah, it's quite good. And finally, we have the unicorn. it works quite well, actually. Like when I move my head, raise my eyebrows, move my mouth, it's pretty good. So there you go. There's emojis. They're pretty good. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with them, no doubt. But this is what the phone looks like, and I gotta say, it looks pretty damn incredible. I'll be honest. I actually really like it. It's kind of hard to get used to. Very first impressions. I keep wanting to go and press the menu button, which isn't there. It'll need a little bit of getting used to. However, it's pretty cool. I quite like it. So yeah, it works quite nice. In terms of the camera lens, it's actually been upgraded. It's got the same lens, but there's extra glass, so it's got a wider aperture, so it can let in more light. However, one of the cooler features is now there's optical stabilization with the telephoto lens, which means when you zoom in, you've also got the stabilization opposed to just from the previous phone, which was only the further out zoomed standard lens. Okay guys, that's pretty much the unboxing of the iPhone 10. We've had a little play around with it, shown you the basics of some of what the phone does. If you guys want more specifics, let me know in the comment section and maybe we'll follow up with another video. But for now, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.